If you're a med spa owner spending around $5,000 to $15,000 a month on ads, and you're frustrated because leads seem to ghost you even though that they seem interested, this video is going to show you exactly where those leads are disappearing and how to fix it in the next 90 days. My name is Jordan Aloriaga, and I'm Chief Marketing Officer of a med spa here in Aurora, Colorado, where I help them scale to 7 figures in their first year. In this video, I'm going to walk you through something that I'm calling the lookup leak, which is silently costing clinics $10,000 to upwards of $30,000 per month in lost revenue from leads that they're already paying for. Here's what's wild. I can actually guarantee that you'll make an additional $10,000 per month within the first 120 days of fixing this, or it's free. That's how confident that I am that this works. So if you're tired of watching your ad spend turn into no-shows and ghosted appointments, these next few minutes of this video might change everything for you. Let's dive in. Quick background on me so I'm not just another marketer on your feed. I'm Chief Marketing Officer of a med spa here in Aurora, Colorado, and when I joined, they were completely new, starting from zero. And within 12 months' time, we hit around $260,000 per month. And fast forward 2 years, we're around $350K per month, and just opened up our second location. And we did it the way most people start doing it. Run ads. Facebook ads, Instagram ads. We were spending around $8,000 to $10,000 per month bringing in leads, and it was working. We were getting leads at around 30 to 50 per pop, averaging out all the services that we had, and that's around 200 to 300 leads per month. The phones were ringing off the hook and the DMs were flooded. Out of those, around 150 would book consultations, and that's a 50 to 60% booking rate. Pretty solid, right? But here's where it fell apart. Only 60 of them would show, and that's a 40% show rate. We were drowning in leads, but yet we were still struggling to fill the schedule, and I couldn't figure out why. I thought maybe our ads are attracting the wrong type of people. So I tested out different targeting, different creative, different offers. We saw some spikes, but nothing really seemed to change. Show rate was stuck at around 40%. Then one day I was talking to one of my family members for a totally different service, and she said something that changed my perspective forever. I almost didn't come in. I Googled them first, then I saw that their competitors had way more reviews than them, and they were pretty active on social, but I decided to come in anyway. I was like, wait, what? What if this is happening at our clinic? That's when I realized the problem wasn't our ads. Ads were working perfectly. $30 to $50 per lead? That's incredible. The problem was after someone became a lead, they were doing research, they were comparing us to competitors, they were Googling us, asking ChatGPT, checking out our Instagram, and when they looked us up, subconsciously, they were finding ways not to book with us. Or if they already booked, finding ways to not show up to their booked appointments. This is what I now call the lookup leak. And once that was fixed, our show rates went from 40% to 60 to 70%. Same ads, same offers, same clinic. We still had our front desk calling our leads just like you do. The only difference is we fixed the lookup leak. And that's what I'm going to show you on today's video. So let me show you exactly what a lookup leak is and why it's probably happening at your clinic as we speak. Here's the journey that your leads take after they click on your ad. Step 1, they see your ad on Instagram or Facebook. They click, they land on your profile or website. They think, this looks nice, let's learn more. So they fill out your form, they DM you, or they call you. From your perspective, that's a win. You got the lead, the ad worked. But here's what you don't see happening next. Between that time that they submit the form to become a lead, or even between the time that the lead becomes a booking, they're doing research on you. And this is where 60 to 80% of your leads disappear. Let me show you. I'm gonna do exactly what your leads do. And let's do some visualization here because this is a video. Pretend you type in best med spa in Aurora, Colorado. First med spa has hundreds of views with 5-star ratings. The second one also has reviews with a YouTube channel. The third has, again, hundreds of views with snippets. And these are the top search results. Now pretend they Google your clinic. You're number 7, you're below the fold, you've got like 41 reviews. What do you think your lead does? They click on one of the top 3, not you. Even though you paid for that lead, even though they filled out your form, and when you reach out, they might even say, I don't remember filling out that form. They're doing comparison shopping during the lookup, and it gets worse. Now let me try something else. ChatGPT. I'm going to ask ChatGPT, who's the best med spa in Aurora, Colorado? Now look at this. Did it mention you? Probably not, because most med spas don't even have that type of content that AI can even understand or even reference. So when someone asks ChatGPT for a recommendation, your competitors get mentioned and you don't. And that lead books with them, not you. Now one more thing. They come back to your Instagram to take another look. And what do they see? Pretty photos, nice aesthetics, book now link, but what's missing? No proof, no before and after highlights, no authority content, no educational videos, no trust signals, no testimonials easily visible. So the lead is thinking, competitor A has hundreds of reviews and ranks on Google, competitor B has a YouTube channel with like 50 videos, and ChatGPT recommended competitor C, and this clinic, meaning yours, has a pretty Instagram. What do you think that they do? They ghost. Or worse, they book the consultation with you because you were persistent, but they're already sold 70% on your competitors, so they show up to your consultation, go through the motions, and then they're like, let me think about it. And then they book with the competitor the next day. This is the lookup leak, the gap between interested lead and booked client that actually shows up. In this 3-minute research window that your clients are doing, this is where 60 to 80% of your paid traffic disappears. And I can guarantee that this is happening to you right now. Now let me show you what this is actually costing you, because most med spa owners don't even know how expensive this lookup leak actually is. And let's use real numbers. You're spending around $80 per lead, which is on the high side, and you're getting around 100 leads per month. That's $8,000 a month on ads. Out of those 100 leads, 80 of them book a consultation. That's a 60% booking rate. Pretty good. But here's where it falls apart. Only 24 of those actually show up. That's a 40% show rate. Where did the other 36 go? They did the lookup, they Googled you, they checked ChatGPT, they compared you to your competitors, and they found gaps in your authority. Now here's the math on what this costs you. 36 no-shows at $80 cost per lead. That's $2,880 wasted per month. Over the year, that's $34,560 wasted on leads who ghost. But that's not even the real cost. But say each of those no-shows was worth around $800 to $2,000 in treatment value. And let's be conservative here and call it $1,000 on average for the treatment value. 36 no-shows times $1,000 in treatment value is 36 grand per month that you're losing. And over the year, that's $432,000 in lost revenue from leads that you've already paid for, that you're losing to the lookup leak. But here's where things get even worse. Those 36 people are getting treatments. They're just getting them at the clinic that won the lookup, the clinic that ranks #1 on Google, the clinic that ChatGPT recommends by name, the clinic with 200 plus reviews and a YouTube channel. So you paid $80 to acquire that lead. You booked them for the consultation, but your competitors closed them. You paid for their customer acquisition. Now that is the lookup leak. Now this math was for a clinic spending around $8,000 per month on ads, but if you're spending way more, say $10,000 to $15 grand per month on ads, those losses are even bigger. $10,000 to $30,000 a month disappearing into the lookup leak. And the crazy part, it's completely fixable. So here's how we fix it. After I discovered the lookup leak at my own clinic, I spent 6 months building the system to solve it. I call it the local authority engine, and it's designed to do one thing. Make sure that when someone does the lookup, when they Google you, when they ask ChatGPT, when they check out your Instagram, they find installed authority that makes you the obvious choice. Not your competitor, you. And here's how it works. The local authority engine has 5 components. We film and publish 8 long-form YouTube videos answering the exact questions that your prospects are searching for. How much does Botox cost in Denver? What's the best med spa in Cherry Creek? What to look out for? Botox versus Dysport. Which one's better? You're probably asking why YouTube? Because YouTube is owned by Google. So when someone Googles these questions, your videos show up in the search results. Not your competitor's website or a generic blog post. Your face, your clinic, your expertise. This does 3 things. First, it makes you rank higher on Google. The second, it positions you as a local authority. And third, it pre-sells them before they even call you. When someone watches your long-form video on how not to have frozen face when they're considering Botox, then they call you to book. They're already 70% sold. Second component, AI infrastructure. You remember when I said ChatGPT doesn't recommend most clinics by name? That's because most clinics don't have AI readable content. They have websites, sure. They might even list the doctor, what services they provide, but they're built for humans and not AI. So when ChatGPT crawls your website looking for the best Botox in Denver, it can't understand your site well enough to recommend you. Here's what we do. We write up to 12 comprehensive content pages with clear structure that AI systems can read, understand, and reference. These aren't just blog posts or marketing fluff. These are authority pages specifically designed for ChatGPT, Claude, and any other AI search engine to say your name when asked. And after we install this, when someone asks ChatGPT, Claude or any other AI search platform which med spa in Denver I should go to, ChatGPT says your name, not your competitors, you. And the third component is the review and reputation engine. Now, YouTube and AI pages are great for a search and authority, but you know what still matters on Google? Reviews. If you have 40 reviews and your competition has 200, you're losing on the map pack, you're losing the trust battle, and you're losing the lookup. So we install a systematic review acquisition process that gets you from, say, 40 reviews to 150 plus in about 90 days. Not fake reviews, not bot reviews, no black hat SEO here. Real reviews from actual patients. And here's how. We set up an automatic SMS sequence that asks patients for reviews. We train your staff on how to ask without being pushy. We help create marketing assets for your staff to get reviews. And we make it frictionless for happy clients to leave 5-star reviews. And within 90 days, you'll go from, say, 40 reviews to hundreds of reviews. Now, when someone Googles you, you're listed at the top of the map pack. You look more credible to your competitors, and you win the lookup. And the fourth is Google Business Profile Optimization. Most med spas have Google Business Profiles, but it's not optimized. Photos are old, categories are wrong, posts are non-existent. We fully optimize your GMB so it ranks higher and it converts better. Professional photos uploaded, services clearly listed, Q&A section seeded with common questions, weekly posts to keep it fresh. This signals to Google that you're active, credible, and relevant, and it makes you rank higher in the Google Map Pack. Component 5 is short form content plus an automatic direct messaging system. Finally, we need to drive lookup behavior on Instagram. We create 24 short form videos, reels and shorts that are designed to make people think, interesting, let me look them up. 3 things that you need to know before considering Botox. Why 90% of Botox results look unnatural and how to avoid it. Red flags when choosing your Denver Med Spa. These aren't ads, these are educational content meant to build authority. When someone sees this content, lands on your profile, Googles you, finds your YouTube channel, sees your hundreds of reviews, and ChatGPT is recommending you, they're not comparison shopping anymore. They're ready to book, and they're ready to show up to their booked appointments. And the sale is already 70% completed even before they walk in the door. They're not comparison shopping anymore. They're ready to book. And we install a simple, automatic, direct messaging system to convert them instantly. Auto replies, save messages, and qualification scripts. So when they direct message you, I'm interested, you capture them immediately and route them to booking. So that's the local authority engine. YouTube authority content, AI visibility infrastructure, review acquisition system, Google business profile optimization, and short form content plus direct message conversion. 5 components working together to turn your lookup from the biggest leak into your biggest competitive advantage. And it compounds over time. The more YouTube videos that you have, the more you rank, the more reviews you get, the higher you appear on the map pack, the more authority that you build, the easier every future lead converts. This is how you stop competing on price and start dominating on your authority. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great, but does it actually work? Worked for my med spa, and we went from 0 to $350K a month in less than 2 years. Worked for Hazel at Med Spa, who's now generating $114,000 a month. Worked for Mary, who's now generating $150K a month. And the list goes on. Now here's where things get a little interesting. I'm so confident that this will work for you that I'm willing to guarantee it. So here's the guarantee. If you qualify, I guarantee that you'll gain an additional 20 clients per month within 120 days of completing this install, or we keep working until we do. Let me say that again. If we install the local authority engine at your clinic and you don't gain at least 20 additional clients per month by day 120, I don't stop working. I keep going at no additional cost until you reach that number. Now, why 20 clients? Because 20 additional clients per month at an average of $500 profit per client, that's $10,000 in additional profit. That's life-changing money for most clinics. And it's a completely realistic outcome once you fix the lookup leak. Because here's what happens. When you rank at the top of the map pack and not rank 7, you get around 5 to 10 more clients per month from just organic Google traffic. When ChatGPT starts recommending you by name, you get around 3 to 5 clients per month from AI search. When your show rate goes from 40 to 70%, you get around 10 to 15 more clients per month using the same ad spend. Now add that all up. That's 18 to 30 additional clients per month, so guaranteeing 20 is actually conservative. But here's the thing. This guarantee isn't for everyone. I only offer it if you qualify. I'll be honest, you need to be spending at least a certain amount on ads. You need to be doing already a certain amount of revenue, and your show rate needs to already be below 60%. Why these qualifications? Because I need to know that there is room for improvement. If you're already at 80% show rate and you're already ranked number 1 on the map pack, leak, there's not much I could improve. But if you're spending, say, $10,000 a month on ads, you're getting leads, and losing 60% of them to the lookup leak, I guarantee that I could fix that, and I'll keep working until I do. And that's the $10,000 growth guarantee. So let's talk about who this is for, because I want to be really clear. This isn't for every med spa. This is specifically for those that meet this criteria. You're spending $8,000 to $15,000 a month on ads. You're already doing minimum $80,000 a month in sales. Your show rate is below 60%. You have fewer than 100 Google reviews. You're not ranked top 3 in the Google Map Pack for your local area, and ChatGPT doesn't even mention you. If you've checked 4 or more of these boxes, you are the perfect fit for the local authority engine, and you qualify for our $10,000 growth guarantee. This is not for you if you're not getting any leads right now, you're already ranked number 1 in the Google Map Pack, your show rate is already above 70%, you're doing fine. This is not for those clinics. Oh, and also, I only work with 1 clinic per territory. Because if I install this system for location 1 and our second location is, say, 5 miles away, I've just created war between my own 2 clients. And that's not how I operate. So here's the deal. First clinic in a territory gets an install. The first clinic in a territory that gets the install locks it down forever. No other clinic in that territory can work with me. And once these are claimed, the door closes for those neighborhoods. And if your competitor claims your territory first, they become the installed authority in your neighborhood. And you stay stuck losing 60 to 80% of your leads due to the lookup leak, while they dominate. So finally, here's what happens next. If you're a med spa owner and you've checked 4 or more of those qualification boxes and you want to fix this lookup leak within the next 90 days, here's what you do. Step 1, get your free lookup leak diagnosis. Right now, while you're watching this video, go to my Instagram and find my profile at Jourelor, Jourelor on Instagram. And then send me one word, lookup. Just the word lookup, LOOKUP. That's it. And when you do that, you'll fill out some information, and within 24 business hours, I'll send you a free 2-minute video diagnosis. I'm going to Google your clinic, ask ChatGPT about you, check your Instagram, look up your Google business profile, compare you to your top 3 competitors, and I'm going to show you the exact authority gaps that's causing the lookup leak at your clinic. No pitch, no pressure, just diagnosis. You'll see exactly where your leads are leaking. And step 2, if you want to fix it, after you watch your diagnosis, if you want to move forward, we'll hop on a call and we'll map out exactly how we'll install the local authority engine at your clinic. Which neighborhoods would be your priority, which competitors you'd be outranking, what your ChatGPT presence would look like after, say, 90 days, and whether or not you qualify for our $10,000 growth guarantee. And on that call, we'll talk about the investment. I'm not going to mention price on this video because honestly, it doesn't even matter until you see the diagnosis. Once you see how much money that you're losing to the lookup leak, and once you see how we can fix it for your clinic specifically, the investment becomes a no-brainer. If your territory is available and you want to move forward, we lock it down. From that moment forward, no other clinic in your neighborhood can work with me and my team. You own the exclusivity. And within 7 to 10 business days, we'll schedule your first filming day and we start building. 90 days later, you own the entire local authority engine. And you start to see those 20 plus additional clients per month. That's the process, and it starts with one word: look up. Now, before you go, I need to tell you something very important. If you're watching this thinking, sounds great, I'll come back to this later, here's what you need to know. There are other med spa owners in your territory watching this video right now. And the one that moves first locks down their territory. If another med spa in your territory DMs me lookup and moves forward before you do, the door closes. You'll be competing against installed authority while you're still stuck running ads and hoping for conversions. They'll be ranking number 1 on Google. ChatGPT will be recommending them by name. Their show rate will rise to say 60, 70, 80% while yours stays at 40. They'll have 150 plus Google reviews and you'll be stuck at 40. And every one of your leads will do the lookup and then choose them. Not because they're better clinicians, not because they have better prices, not because they have better services, but because they have installed authority. And you don't. So the question is, do you want to be the authority in your territory? If you want to be the authority, and if you want to fix the lookup leak, if you want to be guaranteed an additional $10,000 a month in profit, go to Instagram right now, find Jourelor, Jourelor on Instagram, and DM one word, lookup. I'll send you a free diagnosis within 24 business hours, and we'll see if your territory is still available. But you have to move now, because once your territory is claimed, it's gone. and you'll spend the next 12 months watching your competitors dominate while you're still stuck losing clients to the lookup leak. Don't let this happen. DM lookup right now. I'm Jordan Eloriaga, and I'll see you in the DMs.